All right, we are hanging out now with Josh Hines-Allen, the Jags defensive superstar, joining us. Really incredible cause that obviously you're part of. 41 for all for cancer, for childhood cancer. Let's start there. How are you? How's your family? This obviously is so impactful because of your son. How are you guys holding up?
We're in a very positive space right now. He's in full remission. We rung the bell. So now the only thing left we had to do is just his monthly meeting, his monthly checkup with his doctor. And but for him, he's healthy. He's in school and he's just thriving the way he's supposed to right now. And mom and dad are, we're pushing along. We're, doing what we need to do as parents and as husband and wife, and we're still growing as well.
It seems trivial to talk about football, but we've got you here and we're going to do that. Let's have a little fun, talk about the season you're having right now because it's a monstrous one. So I want to go all the way back to when Liam Cohen was announced. A lot of people said a lot of things about Duval and the way that press conference went. What's coach been like for you?
I mean, he's been awesome. He understands both sides of the ball. Obviously, he's calling the plays offensively, but he has his hand in the defense as well. Um, he kind of knows like he's always in our defensive unit meetings. He's always speaking about, when things come up offensively, hey, this is the reason why they do that. He's standing up, he's explaining why offensive do this because of the looks that we give them defensively. So which is allow us to get into the offensive mindset of, okay, that's what they want. Okay, let's play around that. Let's play around with what they think. So he does a hell of a job of just being with us and being supportive for every unit and having his hand in everything. Um, and so just to see that as a head coach is awesome, and he's very intense too. I mean, if you can see if you watch any of our videos after the games, man, he's very intense and he means every word. And you can't hey to play for a guy like that.
The defense for you guys, I mean, third and DVOA, turnovers everywhere. What's clicked this year?
I don't know. It's just guys. Just we just got those guys. You know what I mean? We got playmakers all over the field. We got guys that challenge each other on and off the field every single day in practice. We set a standard for ourselves early on. So now the expectations for us to play at a high level was already set during training camp. So for us, it's just to be where we are and communicate. If we communicate, we get pressure, affect the quarterback up front. We know our DBs are going to do what they need to do in the back end. And that's the trust that we have with each other. They don't ask us to get sacks. They don't ask us to get pressure. They expect us to get pressure, and we expect them when we do get pressure that they're going to take the ball away. And that's exactly what we did. That's exactly what we're doing now.
They may not ask you to, but you get pressures everywhere. Third in the league right now in quarterback pressures. Do you feel sometimes like you're a little overlooked? We talk about pass rushers all the time. And do you feel like maybe you should be mentioned in that conversation more with guys like Miles and Max?
It's the competitor in me will love to, and but then I also know what I do, and I know the people who watch film and understand. Because right now, like when you look at the stats, because I think a lot of people outside of the football world don't really, they watch the game, they hear my name or whatever, but when you look at the numbers, my numbers isn't glaring. You know what I'm saying? Because they see sacks and tackle for losses, they see all this stuff, and it's not up there right now. But I know when you turn on the tape and you can sit back and you can watch our games, and you can just watch the defense, watch all 11 guys, I affect the game. And I think for me, that's what my team needs from me right now is to just keep affecting the game, keep affecting the quarterback, play the run really well. And that's what I'm proud about. And if I can continue to do that, I think guys around will obviously understand that. But the national news, they're not going to talk about me until I get my sacks up. And I understand that, and I'm okay with that. But I know I'm affecting every game that I've stepped on the field in this year, and I want to continue to do that each and every week.
I mean, I know Jags fans that will say, hey, the Jags don't get enough attention. Y'all got a chance, though, Sunday night to get the whole world on notice against the Chiefs. What do you see in that matchup? What are you looking forward to?
Opportunity to showcase who we are, as a unit. Again, it's about the Jacksonville Jaguars. At the end of the day, um, they're a good team, good players. Obviously, one of the best players in the National Football League, which is awesome. It's a good way to let us know that it's not a fluke. We really do play really good football over here. Physical brand of football, and not get pushed around. That's one thing that we harp on each week is we're going to be the most physical team out there. And I think once we set that standard early and throughout the game, that just gives us more confidence. So again, it's about us. Shout out to Kansas City, whoever we play against. But I think if we come out, I know if we come out there, with that mentality that we're gonna whoop these boys, we can whoop these boys.
One of the guys that has that mentality, Travis Hunter. I'll ask you. You're with him every day. Is he a corner? Is he a defensive back? Or is he a wide receiver when you see him?
He's both.
Can that sustain? Can you be both in the modern NFL? Do you think?
Yeah, I mean he's doing it right now. He's played he played snaps, 30 snaps, both sides of the ball. You know what I mean? So he's doing it. I think obviously, for him, he just needs to take care of his body, understand what, week to week looks like defensively, offensively in the playbooks. And if he can keep that up, I think football is football. You go tell him to go cover this guy, I guarantee he's going to cover the heck out of him. If you go tell him to run this route, he's going to run the route. So at the end of the day, man, if he can allow himself to play fast because he knows what he's doing, I think he's going to have a heck of a chance. And I can't wait for him to make that play for us so we all can celebrate and say, we told you. And I can't wait for that.
I love talking to pro players about college ball sometimes too, because moments matter from your memories. And I saw that you were put into the Ring of Honor for Kentucky. What's that mean for you to be honored that way?
I mean, being inducted into the Hall of Fame was definitely a huge honor. I put my blood, sweat, and tears into that organization, well, to that program, and I didn't do it for that. I did it for the guys next to me, and I wanted to achieve something that had never been done there, and also wanted to leave out the best player to come out of the best player to wear blue and white, and that was my main goal. And so to be recognized for the things that I did on the field was a huge accomplishment, and it's just this is awesome to be a part of. I'm a part of history. I can never be forgotten there, and I want to keep building on my legacy throughout my whole career.
You also mentioned in your Instagram post about it from a 2-star recruit. What do you say to people, especially because it's such a competitive world now, NIL and transfer, and the way everybody gets into college football? What's your message to kids that maybe aren't seen the same coming out of high school and they're trying to make their name?
I mean, stay at it. I know it can be. I know it's definitely hard. I don't know what NIL looks like. I don't know what that college process looks like. I left a few years afterwards. But I know for me, man, I just needed an opportunity, and I needed to push myself and challenge myself, and that's exactly what I did personally because I set a goal for myself each year. Nothing too like outlandish. Like I was coming as a 2-star, whatever. I knew I wasn't developed. I'm not coming in. I want to win SEC freshman of the year. My goal was I want to be on the field with the starters. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to take the field with those guys. And so when I saw that, when I ran out there for the first time with the starters, I was like, man, I worked for this. And then each year was just like, progress on what I want to achieve. And then my last year, man, I was just training my butt off every single day. I was just like, man, I want to be the best football player in the college football because I earned that right. So for me, man, it's just how much you willing to, dig into yourself and just, want it more than the other guy.
So what's the thing today that feeds you and motivates you the way that did then?
My son, my family. You can say that, I've achieved a lot in my career or whatever. And plus I want to win first and foremost. I think that's by far I want to win. But my motivation that keeps me fired up is knowing that my son battled his butt off for 6 months fighting cancer. If he can fight cancers, I can fight 300 pound men, fighting them off me and go get a sack, go get some tackles. So he put his body on the line. I can put my body on the line and I can sacrifice that for him.
I know you've got big goals on what you want to do for One for All. It's really incredible. I'm going to make a donation today. Thanks for coming on the show, man. I really appreciate your time. Really appreciate what you're doing. Congratulations to where you've gotten with this and what you're doing to move forward. And best of luck to you and your family moving forward.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me on, too. I appreciate this.